Wallace Wade Stadium on the campus of Duke University, and customarily a trip here involves a journey to K-ville. Instead, you will be engulfed by the Wade Wackos, the Duke fans ready for their Blue Devils to go to work. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a team from the ACC, the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Huskers' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it, and the season will get underway. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. He might want another play. Gonna run it. It's Moore. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. All right, guys, let's look at the big picture for Duke. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely...
There he goes! Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play.
So different because my eyes tell me he's a defensive guy. He's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. The give to the back. Look out, he's got room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
That coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
And the Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. Gives it on the option.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Quarterback now breaking the field. Complete to the right. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, the quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. Was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Under fire. Makes the grab. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. The Blue Devils have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
How about this defense? Coming out, you know you've got a challenge on your hand, and you're talking about coming out ready, hairs on fire, ready to play. You can tell, dropping back, great coverage. They know this guy's great. They know he can spin it. They're sitting on the coverage, waiting on it. They win the first check early. Give the defense some credit. They were ready for this great quarterback.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and force a tackle for a loss.
Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Raiola. Caught over the middle, it's Johnson.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Huskers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll give it to Johnson. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times in home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Moore. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Blue Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Moore. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Now adjusting. Gets rid of it. A strike downfield. At the 35, he's loose. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
The offense is finding success throwing this guy's way. He just had a massive, massive play, his longest catch of the game. And I think if you're on offense, you got to keep looking this guy's way. He's now starting to prove that he's eating his guy alive in coverage, and he needs more touches.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Just keeps slinging it. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Just gets rid of it before the heat. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll snap it with a minute to play here in the opening stanza. The give to the tailback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Raiola. He'll throw it. The short hands, it's Markway. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. The Cornhuskers getting set on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked up, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun, the inside give. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Finds his man. It's Moore. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up his first period with a huge gain. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Might be changing the route. Give to the back. Got a little space. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football. It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
Snagged in the middle, it's Brown. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Spits it out to the back. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and now to try to get things back on track. Breaks into the open. It was quite a burden for Dylan Raiola a year ago, viewed as the Nebraska football savior. So, Jesse, how should he approach growth and improvement in his sophomore season?
Well, I think you got to continue to grow. There were a lot of eyes on Dylan Raiola last year, and for good reason. He is unbelievably talented. But you saw the swagger that he brings to the offense and that X factor and demeanor he really brings to the team. They believe in him. They were able to win a lot of close games a season ago. I think it's not about resting on your laurels. It's about taking the next step to try and be better.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. When you're called Corn Huskers, you're like a big red thrashing machine, and you're going to get it done on the ground.
Just going to chew up the ground yards. Just going to eat you up, play physical, be different. And that's what Nebraska fans want. Throwback to the old days, the glory days, and they want some of that here in this recent history.
Back to throw, it's Raiola. Rushes on him. Got it in the middle, it's Bonner. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Power football with the run. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska! Fired in from the red zone for the score. Well, that was a nice little pitchy catch there.
And when you get in the red zone, you're thinking run, run. The field shrinks. You see the tight ends really come into play in this area of the field. The big body guys that you can fake a little run action, throw them the football for the touchdown.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Scrambling away. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Off play action. Grab behind the line. It's Moore. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time and get to that 1st down marker. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
It's a nice job by the tight end there, just whipping his head around. They didn't need that many yards, so that's an easy completion. You get the 1st down.
The Blue Devils have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Trying to make... Turning it on! And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide.
And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Duke!
It's so nice to have these big, playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wants to throw. It's Raiola. Here's a heat. Finds his tight end. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They'll try the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Catch in the middle. It's Markway. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that third. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Dropping back, it's Raiola. Looking to the big tight end. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Sweet cut there. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? Grab near the marker. It's Johnson. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. Wants to go up top on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Toss to the outside. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Huskers!
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the first half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the first half.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Minnesota is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things in Minneapolis. Trust me when I tell you that. On this field and off of it, this game is not over. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Buffalo. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
And a great play design here in this type of situation. Obviously trailing, you're trying to put something up on the scoreboard and just using the sideline, using the boundary, getting the ball out of bounds and stopping the clock.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. Throws toward the end zone. He got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he added the extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Grabbed over the middle. It's key. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Throwing right. Good timing on the quick out. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Unleashes one deep. And that one is picked up in the end zone. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
We've just seen in this game the ball's just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Skips away from pressure. On the run, fires downfield. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Leaves it with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Picks up the first down. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Duke! They take the lead with the 6. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Scanning the field, it's Raiola. Grabbed in the middle, it's Barney. Continues to fight for yards. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. The Huskers are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw again. Pulls it in, it's Johnson. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
To the ground with the back.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll run it from the gun. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Akron has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. They're trailing by 17 to Wyoming. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella. Out across the 30, marked down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And, heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
Leaves it with the back. Makes the stop at the 49. Give him 5 yards on the play and a 1st down.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
They're going to ride this running back. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to
just steamrolling the defense. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
And the Blue Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. The give from the gun. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Going to swing it on 2nd down. A little screen to the running back. Shakes off the defender. Touchdown, Blue Devils! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. opening play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Throws for the tight end. Catch in the middle, it's Markway. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Got his man downfield. Open space at the 25. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they've completely flipped the field.
Toss sweep to the right. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. And the Huskers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They'll run it from the gun. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And this is a chance for this offense. A first and goal, 4th quarter, trying to tie the game up. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nebraska!
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Moore. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He's going to take off. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Now rolling to the left. Makes the grab. It's Moore. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. A really nice day from this quarterback. Over 350 yards passing now, Jess.
He's had a plan all game long. He just seems to find his best matchups, and he's done an awesome job giving his guys opportunities to make plays.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. There he goes. Touchdown, Duke. They move on top here in the 4th.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Looking for a man, it's Raiola. Quarterback adapting. He can't make the connection, it'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there. Last incompletion leaves him still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Caught over the middle, it's Key. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Soft spot in the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Cornhuskers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Hunter. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
And they sniff that draw out. With a draw unit, you really have to sell that pass like you're going to throw the ball down the field. But the defensive line, the defense was not biting it. You could tell they were ready for it. Came, got on the running back, got him on the ground, quick, fast, and hit him.
They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Quickly to the tight end. No more room to run as this defense rises up on 3rd down, and now it's 4th down from the 22. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On 4th down, looking to pass. Buys a little time with his feet. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
We're at a juncture of the game now here in the 4th quarter. 1-possession game. Every critical down and distance is going to matter. And on that 4th down, the defense gets the win. Great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion and then turnover on downs.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And I'm not surprised. I mean, you put the ball in your best player's hands. Like, late in the game, you've got to trust your guy. I'm interested to see what they do here on 3rd down coming up. Let's call it 3rd and interesting, right? Top clock ticking down. Do I trust my QB to throw the football? I got the lead. I want that clock to continue to roll.
And defense got gas, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. There he goes. He's now up to 104 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener.
Really nice job by the running back here in the 4th quarter, picking up that